I have nocturnal epilepsy. So it's very different. And I didn't know about it for years. We probably had it more in my teens and earlier than my teens, but the first times I'd notice it is when I was in the hospital for something else because I'd be monitored. And, someone would come in and saying she's seizing, and then they'd think, oh, it was a drug reaction, or it was from a fever, or it was from something else. When I got older, until I started getting injured, we really didn't know it was as bad as it was. And it did go away for a while, and then it came back a lot worse. It got to the point where I was pretty much, I wouldn't say daily, but clustering quite often. And I know one of the questions is, how do I know I've had a seizure? I'm clueless. I will know if I'm incontinent, and that is one main way. If I don't have clusters or anything, most of it is behavior for me. When I'm postictal, and more of my friends can tell me than in the beginning. Um, they would notice for weeks afterwards. I get extremely postictal behavior changes. And it's got me in a lot of trouble. I was an attorney. I've been in trouble with the law twice because of this. I don't remember any of it. Um, I wish I remembered it. People will tell me things I've done, and I'm like, I cringe. Um, but it can last for days sometimes if I've been clustering. Sometimes I wander, and that's when I get injured most often. You know, with nocturnal seizures, I would get injured wandering. But I can't tell you how many chipped teeth and things that you don't realize happen. I mean, I've fractured ankles and things like that, but it's little things that you don't realize can happen during your sleep. I sleep in the middle of the bed. I've got rubber mats all over the floor on the side of the beds. So when I've gotten injured, it's pretty much always been in the bathroom. I assume because I've been incontinent, I'm heading to the bathroom and then have another seizure with a cluster. And that's when I've fallen and I'll end up injured, and people will sometimes they find me in the bathroom. Sometimes, for some reason when I wander, I'll be downstairs, and somewhere else. But the falling out of bed, I am much more secure. We've taken care of that. And sometimes if I'm lazy and I don't want the mats, I can have an excuse to throw clothes around my room. What can I say? I have gotten rid of all bathtubs. That's kind of preferential for my back too, but I just have all walk-in showers now. I've gotten to the point I don't have a lot of steps in the house. I've got it's a 3-level home, but there's just like 4 steps between each level. Because I have done the boom down a large flight of steps. One thing I don't know if it's good or bad, but I've gotten rid of carpeting except for in the bedrooms. Um, Probably it would be nice if I had something soft in my bathroom, but I was getting carpet burns too. Um, so I don't know which is best. I don't think there's an answer when you fall. You hear about SUDEP, and I, I want to work. It's something you can't control, so I just, probably my chances of dying in a car accident or walking across the street are probably more. I don't know, but if it's something that can't be controlled, the best I can do is control my seizures as best as we can.